We're ready to go racing one final time under the lights here in Monaco. Fiber lights are out and we are underway. Oscar Piastri gets a good start. Alonso slots into second place. Sergio Perez round the outside, pressurizing the McLaren of Lando Norris. As they rise up Beau Rivage, George Russell also wants to get in on the action as well. And he goes up the inside on the Red Bull driver and makes his way past Sergio Perez. And also slotting ahead of Sergio Perez is Lando Norris. Checo's lost 2 positions in one corner. The Red Bull not being able to switch on his tires in this cold, slippery circuit. Despite the lack of grip, they all get through cleanly. And who's that going slowly down the straight? It's Pierre Gasly, and a plume of smoke coming out the rear of that Alpine. And that will be race run and done for the Frenchman. He will need to pull off at turn 1. And that is such a shame for Pierre Gasly. He was running in a decent position, and that will bring out a virtual safety car. Ooh, and Stroll's also off, and this time into the barrier. And that is the Aston Martin driver very much out of this race. And let's see what happened. And just no grip on the rear, and so easy it is. And we can get this race back underway. It's green flags away, and it's Piastri who leads us ahead of Fernando Alonso, and George Russell already looking at the back of the Aston Martin. Down the inside goes the Mercedes driver, and he's up into second position. What a bold move that was from George Russell. Piastri will be the first one to pull the trigger and come into the pits for slick tires. Let's see what compound he goes on to. It's the hard compound tires. So they're looking to go to the end of the race on that compound. That's a long way to go, and it's a very, very cold track. And I wonder, that was really close there. But Lando Norris also going on to hard tires. So will the Ferrari as well. They're all going on to hard tires. So they're not expecting any more rain to the end of this Grand Prix. In comes George Russell, and in comes Max Verstappen. Russell going on to the medium compound tires. So to switch those tires on, it'll be a shorter amount of time than it will be for Max Verstappen, who is elected to go onto the hard compound tires like a lot of the rest of the grid. We know how cold it is out there. We know how damp it is out there. How will this affect the rest of this Grand Prix? We'll only find out at the end of lap 39. We see an onboard with George Russell as he looked to remove on the McLaren driver and almost came together there. He's looking for a move into the hairpin. Is he going to go for it? Yes, he is. Can he get it slowed down? Just barely. There's still going to be a wheel-to-wheel on the exit, though. Piastri had a really good line on the exit and will be wheel-to-wheel on the exit phase. But George Russell manages to take the lead of the Monaco Grand Prix. And what an overtake that was. And sliding off and out of the race, Oscar Piastri. Oh my goodness. And in an instant, this race has been turned on its head. Let's see what happened from Oscar Piastri. He just locked up the rears and straight into the wall he goes. We've been talking about how slippy it is. And on those hard compound tires, well, it just didn't have enough grip. We can get this race back underway once again, and it's Fernando Alonso who leads us over the line. Sergio Perez has come into the pits, and it's green flags flying as they head into Sandoval. We've got 21 laps ahead of us to the end of this Grand Prix, and can Fernando Alonso fend off the rest? And there goes George Russell. He's pitted under the safety car, and he's flying on those soft compound tires. And sliding up the inside goes Russell, and he moves himself up into 7th position. But how many positions can Russell make up? Out of the Nouvelle Chicane, can Russell look for a move on Logan Sargent through to back, wheel to wheel, and moving up into 6th position through the swimming pool section, wheel to wheel. And George Russell, wow, he really is putting on the show tonight under the lights. No DRS for 2 laps after the safety car. This will have to be a classic overtake. Around the outside goes Russell. On the exit, they're going to be wheel to wheel up the hill. And Russell just manages to squeeze into 5th position as he begins to chase down his teammate. Oh no, what's happened there? That's Lewis Hamilton. And he will be out of this race.
Stop. Negative.
It's trundling.
No, stop. PU risk. This is a PU risk.
Closing in on the back of his former teammate, Carlos Sainz. And will he go for a move, or will George Russell go for a move up the inside? We've seen him make that move before. Can he get it done before the braking zone of the hairpin? And he can. Up into third position. Slipstream overtake and DRS wide open. Round the outside goes George Russell. Sainz just cuts the apex, but on the exit can Russell get the traction. He's got the softer compound tires, and you can really see on the exit, can he hang it? Round the outside, we don't see many drivers making a move there. He really wants to force his way through. Lando Norris also getting ahead, and yes, Russell is up into second position. Lando Norris is back up into the podium positions as well. Lando Norris fancies a move on George Russell. Can he re-overtake Russell? He goes up the inside at the Nouvelle chicane. And can he hang this move out? Russell's advantage seems to be dwindling by the second. Lando Norris's hard compound tires have the longevity, but at this moment, it seems like Russell's still got a little bit more tire life left. In comes Alonso for his second stop of the race to get off those hard compound tires and onto some medium compound tires. He will potentially lose a position to Russell, and that will be what we're really looking at now as Charles Leclerc now comes in as well. A lot of drivers are coming in now to make their second stop, and yes, George Russell has taken the lead of this race. Fernando Alonso comes out in fifth position, Lando Norris second, Carlos Sainz third, but they have all yet to pit. We see a replay of Max Verstappen into Sandoval. What has happened here? Oh, he's hit the wall on the exit, and I think he's got damage. And has Fernando Alonso coming out of the pit lane, has that caught him out? And I think it has. In comes Max Verstappen again, and yes, he will need to change that front wing. And he's going on to medium compound tires, and this has absolutely killed the world champions race. And Sainz has also going on to medium compound tires as he exits out of the pit lane. George Russell leads by a few seconds, but how much will that tire advantage benefit Fernando Alonso, and how quickly can he catch the Mercedes? Alonso's going to have his first real chance with DRS. Down the straight, can he go for a move into Sandoval? He's going to look the long way around the outside. Braking later, they make a little bit of contact as they head up full ravage. Who's going to come out in front? Can Fernando Alonso take the lead of the race once more? Through Massenet, and the Lion once more takes the lead of the Monaco Grand Prix. And the rain is getting heavier, and it's only going to be a few moments before they come into the pits once again. Oh, sliding and going wide and bumping over the curbs goes George Russell. And now Sergio Perez is going to have a chance up the inside. No, almost getting through and up into second. Wow. And they are really struggling out there on the six compound tires, and it's really coming down hard. And here comes Fernando Alonso into the pit lane, and he's going to be the first to switch onto the intermediate compound tires, and I doubt he will be the last. In comes the struggling George Russell. He can finally get rid of those soft compound tires. They were absolutely dead. In comes Sergio Perez as well. And Sainz is still out there, and you can see how much he's struggling on those slick tires, and this will absolutely kill his race. Ferrari has taken a bit of a gamble here, and it will not pay off. Different lines being taken, and that is what we really see in the rain, and he's hit the wall. George Russell and up the hill. Will this now be the opportunity for Sergio Perez that he's been waiting for? And no, it will not be. George Russell manages to stay ahead. Or will he? But he's got a bit wide. Through Massenet and into Casino Square. Sergio Perez has a wheel up the inside, and he's going to be wheel to wheel with Russell. Can he now take this position? Neither driver wanting to give an inch of room. Russell will have the inside into the hairpin and manages to defend that second position. And what a close one that was for the Mercedes driver. Every lion must roar their last, and Fernando Alonso will roar again. He wins the Monaco Grand Prix, and what a race from the old lion. He wins once more, and he roars once again. Fernando Alonso, what a clinical drive from the two-time world champion, and he has won by a long, long way ahead of the rest. George Russell coming around the final corner, he will take a hard-fought second position. Sergio Perez, they both gave us plenty of entertainment all the way to the end, will take third position, and what a season finale that was.
Victory today. It's always a bit of a lottery when the conditions are like this, but they've managed to...